What up, anybody, and welcome to another episode of the SVR podcast. And today, I'm interviewing for the first time ever a female pro wrestler. I'm going to introduce to you. Her name is Jinxy.
Hello. Hi.
Welcome, GC, to the podcast. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So,
That's good.
yeah, for sure. Jinxy, so I'm gonna ask you 10 questions about your rope wrestling experience that got you in a way of you accomplished and outside of rope wrestling after hiatus.
Okay. All right. Let's do this.
All right, let's do this. Yeah. So the first question of the day, how did you come up in rope wrestling?
Okay. Back in 2015, I joined a game. I think it was 2K15 or 2K14. I'm not too sure. And I met this girl named Milo Tick 12 who I'm still friends with, but I no longer talk to her. But she introduced me to pro wrestling, and that's basically how it got started. I didn't start like fighting until like 2019, but I known about it since 2015.
Oh, so you started around in 2015, 2014, sort of?
I think so, yeah, because I was like just playing that game. I didn't know what it was. I was just playing wrestling games, and then I met her, and she introduced me to pro wrestling. But I never actually fought until 2019 in clean.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, this next question. I know you had a lot of bad, childhood for some reason, but what was your earliest childhood memory that remember at some point?
My earliest childhood memory. I can't really depict a specific memory that I have at this moment. Because I said that I had bad memories, but I also had good ones. But at this specific moment, I cannot pick a specific one. I literally cannot pick a specific like memory that I could actually say without it being like depressing. So I don't think I could really say one.
It's okay. Sometimes you had bad childhood moments. Sometimes you had good ones where
Yeah.
you felt better in certain times. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's alright. It's alright. You don't have to.
Okay.
This next question is best moment in part of pro wrestling and why?
I think one of the best moments, although there is toxic people in wrestling, there is some people that I have met that I'm glad I have met in pro wrestling. Just because of like how much they've helped me like with stuff inside of the community and outside of it as well. And like how can I say this? They just like helped me a ton, like, and introduced me to more people that also helped me as well. So I really appreciate the people that I've met, even people that have treated me badly. I'm also glad I met them too because they also taught me something. So I'm glad for that as well. In a way, yeah.
All right. This next question is, between the inside and outside, what's gonna be next for your upcoming years in your journey?
Well, in my life, I have these goals and dreams, and for me, like, I want to write a book, and I'm already doing YouTube, so I could be a YouTuber, and just stuff like that. And as of lately, I've been helping people, with issues that they have, and I find myself really, really good at that. Like, I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm the best person to go to when you need help, but in terms of like what I've been doing to help people, I feel like it's really been helping. So I want to try and get something into that as well. Like, I guess like what do you call it, like a therapist or something. I'm not too sure what to call it, but there's just like some of these stuff that I want to do that I think would be good overall in general.
Yeah, something like the therapy, you know.
Yeah.
All right. This next question is in pro wrestling general. I know that you have accomplished several titles in particular, but what pro wrestling fan title that you did accomplish in particular most?
The one that I think that would be the most achieving, even though it's the Fed ended due to, like the stuff from the said person of what he did. But the title I said that would be the most achieving would have been the junior heavyweight championship.
Oh wow!
It was like because it was a minor title, and then when I won it, it was going to be transferred into a major title. So that was like really like good for me.
Yeah, that was a good attempt for some reason. This next question is in YouTube in general. Um, Recently, you have been kept growing ever since the one that I saw your video with debate. But what makes to you have kept on growing with your content?
Okay, with my content at first, it was supposed to be just something for fun, because like I've been dealing with stuff and I've been trying to find a way to like take my mind off it or cope with it. So I started with doing YouTube, and at first it was just just to do it for fun to take my mind off stuff. But then I started getting more into it, and I'm like, okay, I know I can make people laugh and have a good time. So I was like, why don't I direct that content that I'm using to help myself, to help others, and make comedic content, funny content and stuff like that. So I think it's just more going to be like a funny gaming channel, just to um make people have a good time, watching it and stuff like that.
Exactly. Now, this next question is what was your favorite food that you had eat on a breakfast? This one is for outside in general.
My favorite food for breakfast. I don't. Okay, I'm like a picky person when it comes to food, and there's some foods I like, some foods I don't. But in terms of a favorite food, I sadly do not have a favorite. Like I don't really have a favorite anything. Only on like certain stuff, like my favorite color. I have a favorite color, obviously, but for favorite food, I don't have a favorite food, sadly.
So basically, there are like many foods that it has a texture, or maybe you just feel like it has that taste where it's really I don't know, really soft, maybe.
No, I for me, I just think because I haven't tried the foods yet, because like I grew up poor, so I don't really. You couldn't really buy specific foods. We could only buy what we could afford. So I guess that's why I would say I'm picky. But I don't really have a specific favorite food that I could say right now.
That's okay. But I mean, there's so many foods that you have tried sometimes, but sometimes there are a lot of foods that you never knew that they exist, and you never had that time to ever try.
Yeah. Like at some point, I do want to try certain foods that I can, but at this moment, I haven't yet. So I can't really say.
It's all right. This next question is, what do you do outside of pro wrestling after your hiatus?
Outside of wrestling, whether I take a hiatus or not, I still do it outside. Like um the stuff that I do outside, whether it's a hiatus or not, is I obviously do YouTube, and then I draw on the side. I read books, and I watch videos that help me in general, and just like also like videos that are like fun to watch as well. So just stuff like that.
This next question is, favorite holiday of the month and why?
Okay, so I do actually have a favorite holiday, and it's Halloween. And I say Halloween because I'm a person who likes like scary stuff, horror stuff, stuff like that. So that being a holiday, just being like scary and stuff is it's like really fun.
So you like something that is really spooky-ish?
Yeah, like me and my friends would, just be in a call like around nighttime, and we would just, play horror games and stuff like that. And it's fun to me because I like horror games, and just anything with horror in it is like fun to me, and it's entertaining for me. So
All right, and the final question of the day before we're gonna end it. If you had three wishes, what would you wish for, basically?
if I had three wishes, um, well, the first one is I would bring my dad back because he passed away around 6 years ago in September. So I would want to bring him back and see him again. So, but my second one, I would have like if I could wish for anything, it would be for people to be kind to each other because that's really something that the world lacks in general. And whenever someone is, trying to be kind to you, say for Mr. Beast, for example, say if he's like trying to give money away, people would think it's a joke or there's some kind of catch. So that proves that kindness is like really, really rare for people to assume that there's a catch or something. And just have like no violence, no toxicity, no drama, and just have like everything all positive and stuff like that because that really lacks in the world right now, to be honest. But I think my final one would be, to help everyone I can possible, like with anything, whether it's rent, bills, groceries, helping homeless people or homeless shelters, animal shelters, help people mentally, like if they're like suicidal or have, a mental illness, like I want to help them and be there for them as well. And just like anything in general that I can help with that I think would be like good in general. And I'm not expecting anything back for helping. I just want to help for the cause of helping, and I don't care if I'm not gonna do it for money. I don't care about the money. I just care about like helping them in general.
That's something for people to ever understand. Don't be
Yeah,
so unmotivated. Be motivated in several events in general.
yeah, because when people want to help people, they expect something back. So they're gonna help this person, and they're only gonna help them to receive something back. But that's not me. I'm gonna help for the help of to help, just just to help and not expect anything back in return. Because if you're just gonna do it to expect something back, then you're not actually helping for them. You're just helping for what you're getting back. Like if you're gonna get money for helping someone, you're just doing it for the money. You're not doing it for them. But yeah, that was my three wishes.
That was it, folks. Jinxy, if you have anything towards to the outro, may you make it somehow?
I don't really know what to say for the outro, to be honest. I I don't even know what to say. But I mean, I'll just say, thank you for having me. It was nice being on here.
Make sure to follow her social medias. The link will be on down description below. And show her some love on her content because all she does is for entertainment. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and I will see you guys to the next video with another special guests. See y'all later.
All right. Peace.